Okay, we're going to go ahead and start on the nose. We have the eyebrow section pretty well cut out here. I wet it a little bit just to make the wood a tiny bit softer. Not that it wasn't soft to begin with, but it just makes it a little nicer to cut. But again, like I said, you'll run that risk to possibly have it check on you or crack on you, so do it sparingly, please. Alright, so the next thing you need to do is draw where the nose is going to go up and around for the side of the nose. So we're going to take our knife and we're going to push that in there, and we're going to follow that line down and around one side, and same thing on the other side. Try to go in as straight as you can, okay? Try not to do it at an angle this way. You're going to be cutting into the nose, or too far that way. You'll be cutting into the cheek where the eye should go. The noses really do make a big difference on a piece. You know, if it's too skinny, it doesn't look right. It all depends on your what you want to do and the preferences you want to put on a piece. There's no right or wrong way of doing it, but I find when you have little stubby, short little stubby noses, they tend to have a little cuter look to them. And we're going to try to scoop this out a little bit. We're going to make those eyes much deeper, so don't worry about that. Alright, we're going to go back here. We're going to recut this again and go down pretty deep, and then we're going to go up where the eye is. Alright, so we're going to go right up underneath, right up to the bridge of the nose, and we're going to scoop that out deeper. There we go. Let me look at it from here. See, I didn't get a good sweep in that. Alright. See how much deeper this side is versus this side? You could leave it that way, but it is better to make it deeper. You know, it's a little more, not realistic, but it adds to your piece when you make those eyes a little bit deeper. Okay. I'm going to come down a little bit further because I want those eyes a little bigger so I can put a little bit of an eyelid on them. If I feel like doing so later. We'll see how that works if I have the room to do it. Usually you make room for stuff, folks. A lot of times I don't think I'm going to have room for something. There's always a way to get things done. Alright. Alright, good. Alright, now I'm going to have the windy look on the Santa, so his beard is going to be a little bit different than the other. You're going to bring this down and around. We're going to do the feet first, you know, so you need to draw those in, and you need to kind of bring this in a little bit here. Bring this over a little bit. There you go. Alright. Kind of what we want, so we're going to just first put the notch right next to where the arm should be going. Now on the other side, because it's windy, you're not going to really see an arm. You'll see it back here a little bit, but you won't see any arms or hands or anything like that. It's all going to be behind the beard. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make this pretty deep cut here. So let's bring this in. Okay, just like so. Alright. In fact, we're going to take a little bit, try to round it up just a little bit there. Alright, see, we have that section in there, and then we're going to follow this foot all the way around. We're going to make kind of a little deep cut there, a stop cut. Cut this little corner off. So we have the foot kind of round. And, oh, that's not cutting with a knife. That was the cat, the kittens. Kind of got to me the other day. They're just playing around. But man, their claws are sharp, those little things. Cute as a butt. But anyway. Alright, kind of do a nice little V cut there. We'll worry about putting everything else in. Alright, so the foot kind of sticks out a little bit because we're going to actually take the rough stuff off that foot. We can do that now, just take the rough stuff off. Because you're going to have to take the rough stuff off anyway. Anything that's cut with a bandsaw or with a saw, because if you don't, those areas are going to get darker when you paint them. So let's bring his beard down a little bit, right up to his foot. We're going to do a nice little V cut there, just like so. Have that arm going underneath. We're going to bring this down a little bit further. Have that tucked right underneath the beard. Alright, so he's got a little arm there. You'll see it later on the back here. What we're going to do is we're going to do his foot. You know, we go back and we do his back part of his foot, and then we're going to have this come up, and we'll have that absolutely go underneath because of how low the hat is. So that will be his arm right there. Okay, so with that said and done, let's go back up here. We're going to extend his eye just a little further, and let's bring this, whoops, let's bring this up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now we've got this done. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Well, right here, okay, right here is going to be kind of the windy look. This is going to be part of the beard, so we're not going to do a whole lot right there, but notch that out. Okay, so let's do that first. And bring this down. Instead of this is going to be the arm, this is actually going to be part of the beard. Now let's notch that out. There we go. Alright, good. And then we're going to bring this in a little bit, just a tad. Alright. And we're going to follow the rest of his foot all the way around. And here we're going to have the beard going up just a tiny bit. Not much. See how I have that right there? Alright. So the beard is going to go down and around, but you're really going to see that when we put the mustache in, the flow of the beard. Alright, so we made our step cut for the foot, so we're going to follow that out with the point of the knife. Alright, we're going to go to the top. So actually now I have 6 items on YouTube. Actually 2, 4, 6. Yeah, this would be the 6th one that you can do on YouTube from that same block that I cut out as a pre-cut. And I want to make something very clear while I have your attention now, is when you get those cutouts, I don't do rough outs. The rough outs is when you actually do most of the carving for the person. They do the details. A lot of instructors will use them to save time. Then starting from a block, it will take you maybe a week to do it versus a day or so. But I don't do cutouts. I don't do rough outs. I do cutouts, and cutouts basically mean either a profile cut or I taper that to a cone. Okay, to this shape. This is the cutout. Okay, when it's tapered up, that you can start right away without having to cut the tapering portion off, and it's the right size to what we're working on. Alright, so we have that done. Okay, let's put the mustache in. Remember, this is going to look like the windy look, so we're going to have this come down and around just like so. Alright, we're going to trim this down just a little bit. Give us a better idea of things here. And then this is going to come down and go out all the way to the end here. Then this is going